Day 3, everyone. No, day 2. No, day 3. Yeah, day 3. We are headed back up to Rattlesnake Ridge. Not because we want to, but because that's the only place we've heard birds. So we figured that's our best chance, and that's what we're gonna go do. It's blowing and a gusting and a howling. It's about 48 degrees. Pretty chilly, honestly, for May and for me. And we're trying to work our way up to a spot. So once again, we'll put y'all away, and I'm gonna hoof it up and out of here. Well, fellas, I think we just heard our first gobble of the morning. We're up on top of this ridge, so it's really, really windy. And it's the highest ridge around. You can see the sun. The sun's starting to come up. But like I said, I think we just heard a gobble, so we're kind of beating feet. The camera definitely wouldn't have picked it up. It was way out there. I just heard the front end of the pow. So that's what we're gonna go deal with right now. I'm gonna try to pick the camera back up to get him or her or them or all of them gobbling. Except, hens yelp, but other than that, we're gonna try to get some turkeys on footage and turkeys on the ground today. So, follow along. fellas, let me fill you in real fast. We made a blind, and we've been in that blind for about 2 hours now. We think the birds went over that way, up into another drainage with a bunch of trees. We believe this because we've had a hen talking back and forth with us for an hour and a half now. So she's where we want to be, and she's not going to let us get up on that ridge without being seen, I would say. So me and Bob's walking somewhere down there. Me and Bob are going to walk the opposite way of her, try to find a spot to go up that ridge, and then get the high ground on her, and what we think is probably a gobbler with her would be our guess. So I don't have my vest, I don't have my GoPro on, I don't have anything, so we're just gonna try to get some of this. It may end up to not getting the shot, which you're not used. You guys are not used to it, I guess. You never see me kill something, but we may just take the camera off the tripod if we have to. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go meet up with Bob, and we're gonna work our way around. So hopefully this turns out okay, but we're gonna figure it out. Well, fellas, we got to about 50 yards, or not 50, probably 70 yards from where we were going to go down and set up. And right about that time, we hear boom, 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 boom. A guy from Missouri and his 2 other buddies shot 6 times at a bird and killed him, and got one on the ground. He got the one I was heading after. I guess they walked down right in front of us, below us, an hour ago. We've been set up all morning over there. We should have went for them earlier, I guess, but hindsight's 2020. So we're going to now proceed to hike the soles out of my shoes until I find me a bird, or die pretty well trying. I got one bottle of water. I left my vest back at the other place. I ain't going back for it right now because that'd be way too much up and down. So we're going to go try to strike up a hen, because the gobblers ain't gobbling right now. And when we strike up that hen, we might just drop in, see if she's got an old boyfriend with her. So that's what our plan is as of right now. Bob went back to our setup. He didn't want to walk with me, and I don't blame him, not one bit. I don't really want to walk this far. Those little boys are just getting out of the woods. They're down there, walking and working their way. You can't see them yet, but I just saw them there walking out their turkey. I'm gonna go meet Bob. You can see, like 2 hours ago, an hour before we started coming up, they walked in down here, and we were right there. So we got our bird shot out right from under us, quite literally. And you know what? It's everyone's public land, and I can't get down about it. It's gonna happen. It's happened to many people before, and it will happen to me again. And matter of fact, I did the same thing to the people in Mississippi, so, or not Mississippi, in Kentucky, who the guys were from Mississippi, but they were super nice. Yep, we're gonna search and search and search and search and look and hunt, and hopefully all this work and time and everything that I've done and all the miles I've put in on these boots, which is probably getting close to 15 miles now up, and that's not counting up and down over the past 3 days. So hopefully all my work pays off. It got close, but no cigar. What? I think that's a prairie. Or when, oh, that may be one of those other ones.
Peace salmon just like there may be one in there. It may just be one.
Yeah, there's no way that was the only one. Right? There's no way. Because that other one was massive.
Yeah, that was big. Well, you can just see in his top part of his head. Look at this coiled underneath of him.
Yeah. And I couldn't see nothing. So there could very well be one literally like 2 steps from us. Well, guys, you're not gonna be able to see me. I got the screen turned off night mode because we're pretty darn close to where we want to be. But we roosted a pair of birds last night, and now we've walked a ridge. It's in a different spot than where we were. We walked a ridge now, and we're about to make the last 400 yards into a tree line set up, and hopefully we have some Merriams on the ground at roost, but we'll figure something out. So that's the plan. But right now we'll put y'all away, and we're gonna go try to get some of these Merriams. done. Oh boy.
Look how pretty they are.
They are so pretty. Grab that.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. No, that's the most flopping I've seen in a while. I don't care. I can care less. Oh boys. Guess who's going to Michigan? Oh. We did it, didn't we, Bob? Oh. Yes! Yes! I didn't know if there was another one or not.
No, it didn't matter.
Mm. Oh, we probably did that to them poor Minnesota boys. They probably are coming in, and we probably shot just like we got shot on yesterday. I was down yesterday, but I feel for them. I feel for those fellas. Oh my goodness. All right, so me and Bob are gonna walk you through this. I'm gonna point to you, and it's gonna be your turn to talk, and then we'll go back and forth because I'm about to get sick. I threw my neck gaiter. I just threw it. I was yes. My hat was gone. I hope they got some of that on camera with me just. I mean that. If we haven't worked for that bird.
Oh, you've worked your tail off to get that.
If we haven't worked for that bird to say, I mean, like, just I can't even describe how awesome this is.
And the one to do it and do it right.
Yeah, do it, fly right to us off the roost. Really. All right, start us off from the beginning. Do a little bit of the beginning for us.
Like what?
Just like from the truck to like last night, what we decided to do, the whole thing. Just give us the rundown, your perspective.
Got out late last night. Drake roosted them. We got out early this morning. We had to sleep in the truck, which wasn't very much fun.
For him. I'm used to it.
We got out in a very windy morning. Got in here, got close on them. Hens flew out in between us, sealed the deal, and Drake killed him.
So that's the short version. Now, being the talker that I am, and Bob will definitely second that, we're gonna give you the long-winded version. So, like you said, we roosted them last night. I was coming from over that direction, and I heard them gobble. It was so windy last night. I was in my Crocs and everything. So I come down this way. I get a pin that they're in this area. So I start to work myself around, and to be honest, Bob, I was all the way up there. I went around the backside and went up that ridge and was looking in, but none of them gobbled there, so I couldn't tell you for sure. So I just assumed that they were here, and we had a pin on them, and we decided to come out from the truck down this long ridge, not this one right here, but the one behind it. And we got down the long ridge so we could make some noise and drop down in the bottom and followed these cattle trails, because in Nebraska, I'm pretty sure their public land is rented out for cow farmers. You can see a fence over there, and we've had to climb a bunch of fences in order, like, that are on public and stuff. So we go, and mind you, if we didn't hear a bird last night, we were leaving, and that's just the cold hard truth. So I have other states that I want to go to, and it just, how this happened, it's just perfect. So we get back here, we hear them gobble, and we're like, oh, we're too far away. So we move up to that set of trees, that clump of trees right in there. Well, we have this whole open field area right in here, and this bird was gobbling right over here in that direction. Well, about the time the bird kept gobbling, we started to hear some hens, which turns out we're close. I'm surprised they didn't bust us. As close as we were to them, I mean, we were within 70 yards of those hens on the roost. So we get in, and maybe they were just below that ridge and they couldn't see us. But we get in, we hear hens yelping right here. And about that time, I see a bird fly down where the gobbler was gobbling, right over by some of that junk over here, by some of this junk. About that time that one flew down, one hen came in, 2 hens came in, 3 hens came in. What do you think we ended up at? 5 hens probably 5 or 6 hens, 4, 5, 6, somewhere in there. And they landed pretty well right here. I mean, they landed right in by, even with this tree, pretty well. And we once again are sitting back right in here, and we're like, we can't move. Bob's saying to me, you cannot move, you cannot move. So obviously we didn't move that much. About that time, since the hens were here, that gobbler came not strutting but just walking pretty quick, and he got to right in here, and I couldn't get a shot at first because if you look back where Bob is, let me get you a zoom in, those forked trees right there next to the right of Bob, I couldn't get my bead or my red dot on him in that area. So I decided to wait a little bit, and when I decided to wait, we got him to right in here, and we just, well, yeah, somewhere right in here. No, I take that back. He came out to about the middle of the field, right in here, and he just flopped down. It's right here where you see all these feathers. But it was an awesome hunt. I've never had birds just land in my lap pretty well. Once again, the footage isn't going to be great, but man, we did it, and I'm so stoked. So let's take a look at this beautiful bird. How about? It's still a little damp, and he is a longbeard. He is not a goblin Jake, but look at these beautifully white. I mean, that's a pure white, except for the tail. Yeah. For the tail, maybe little cream. Yeah, tail's cream. It may be dirty too. I don't know. The tails are cream, but that's pure white Merriam. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I wouldn't say pure white because the tips ain't white.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, I got you.
It's beautiful.
Right here, these are
nice.
Really white. I'm stoked about that. Very beautiful bird. Look at all those colors on them. Very pretty. And then we'll do, wow, that's just crazy. We put in the work. We were struggling, boys. We were struggling. Let's flip her over a little bit, just to prove to y'all, did not shoot a Jake. A wispy little beard, but it's probably, what do you think, 7-8 inches?
Probably.
But it's wispy, all right. Yeah. I couldn't find it at first. I realized I had it in my hand. I was like, I just shot a Jake, and at that point I really didn't care. And then for Merriam's, that's some pretty decent spurs, if it'll focus. Yeah, that's those spurs are bigger than the 2 Easterns I've shot, so that's kind of crazy.
Doesn't matter, it's a dead bird and you're excited.
Oh my goodness. I still have to look for my neck gator thing, but now, boys, we have ourselves a 14-hour drive, unless you want to go find you one, Bob.
No, we're good.
He does know we're good. We have worked our hind ends off. It isn't even funny how much we've worked. It's crazy. It has been a wild ride, don't you think?
Yes.
So, well, we're gonna get some pictures. I'll probably talk to y'all back at the truck, but we're gonna go up and do what I wanted to do this whole time, and that's take pictures off one of those giant ridges. So we got a haul. And it's even heavier now, but I don't mind the weight. I don't mind the weight, Bob. Woo! Woo! I'm so excited. Oh, yes! All right. That's also half of my slam too. So we're just working up on stuff, aren't we now? All right, time to find my camo bottomland neck gator. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the truck, and as you can see, we have a massive storm front. It looks like blowing through. It looks like it's about to rain, so we just got out of here just in time, and I'm feeling good, feeling great actually. Me and Bob are gonna jump in the truck, and we got like 14.5 hours straight drive to Southern Illinois. So we're gonna start hoofing it. Looks like we're gonna get back a little bit later tonight, and it's gonna be a good one. It's barely even 6:30, I think. Maybe not 7 for sure. I think it's about 6:30, 6:45. So we've been really doing good on time, and it's time to drink my Monster coffee and blast some tunes and kind of reminisce about the hunt, I guess. So that's gonna wrap up Nebraska. It was well worth it. Nebraska, you are a fun state, but you are hard as it gets. So we, I mean, at least from my experience, other people have had experiences where they shoot them on the first day, and you know, but we've been working, and it's been something. So that's it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment what you want to see, leave a comment of states you want to see. Eventually you'll see them all, so I guess it don't matter, but we're having a good time. So like I said, thanks for watching. Bye.